Hello?
Hello, I'd like to speak to the WolfHound.
This is he.
WolfHound, I want to know how are you faring up? How are you getting through the day with this government shutdown?
It's just like another normal day, but anarchy style.
I haven't noticed any difference. When I got up this morning, the sky was blue, and 3/4 of the essential birds were chirping. So I guess the non-essential birds just didn't show up this morning.
Huh.
But unless you were going to a national park for a vacation, you didn't notice the government shutdown. Do you know that they closed the Grand Canyon?
They closed the Grand Canyon.
Well, that's just the thing. How can they close the Grand Canyon? But, the Park Service was not having tours of the Grand Canyon, but people went to the Grand Canyon this morning, and they saw the sunrise over the Grand Canyon. This government shutdown is a bunch of hype.
What I want to know is, do people who receive Social Security checks and welfare checks, are they still getting the checks that they need to live? Do you know anything about that?
Yes, they are receiving it. The Social Security check for October will be in the bank accounts on October 3rd. The day it's always in there. There is no hindrance to welfare, food stamps, Medicare, or Social Security checks. Everything is just as it is.
What about the soldiers? Are they getting paid?
The soldiers will get paid. They're considered essential personnel. The federal government has about 2.1 million employees, of which 800,000 have been furloughed. That means that the 800,000 who didn't go to work today will not get paid for today, but will get paid when the government comes back.
Oh wait, so it's only, are they getting delayed pay, or would they get paid in the future? Like, what if they need that money now?
In the future.
But if they needed that money now, that'd be a problem?
Yes, that is a problem. For the 800,000 non-essential government personnel, they will see their paychecks deducted for every day that the government is shut down.
Wait, is that the people in Congress, or again, is that the soldiers?
Oh, it'd never be the people in Congress.
So they're not getting their pay cut, even though they're going to shut it down?
Oh, you know what the people in Congress did? They got an exemption from President Obama that they don't have to be part of Obamacare. They got in a waiver. So when you and I today, had to sign up for Obamacare, they did.
Wait. We had to sign up for what? Like, there was something we had to do?
On October 1st, today, was the first day to sign up for Obamacare. People who are not insured under their parents' plan or by a company health plan had to go to the health exchanges this morning. You had to go to government.com and sign up for your particular state. But the system is so fouled up that most of the sites are crashing. When you go for the New York site, you can't get on it. And this was the big thing with Obama plan, that you sign up for the government health exchanges, but they were totally unprepared to handle this. This is something they had 3 years to get ready for, and they didn't do it. They really messed up.
And so people who don't sign up, they're going to have to pay penalties, right? If they don't have any health care.
If they're not signed up by January 1st, they'll have to pay a penalty through the IRS.
What if they're a hobo?
Well, that's it. They're not insured, and they're going to be assessed the penalty, but the government just doesn't have them on file.
So basically, hobos have to become undocumented if they want to stay in America because they would have to pay a penalty otherwise.
Yes. Yes.
So they're trying to make it illegal to be a hobo.
Well, you know the saying that there's only 2 things that are inevitable in life: death and taxes. Well, the third thing is Obamacare.
Man, so I couldn't even be a hobo if I wanted to. There's no way out of this.
No, there's no way out of this.
Even though they delayed it, and there's no way out. Wow.
And do you know what's unfair? College students who are not covered under their parents' health plans, college students who should be paying a lower rate of health insurance because they need the health industry a lot less than, say, somebody who was in their 60s, should be paying a lower rate, a lower premium on their health insurance. But under Obamacare, they'll be paying a higher rate just so they can subsidize the people who are going to use the health industry more than the young people will. So it's a plan with the young people will have to subsidize the rest of the people going on to Obamacare. And like I said, the executive branch of the government, the president and all his cabinet secretaries, and all the people who work in the various departments are exempt from Obamacare.
I was feeling bad about screaming anarchy in the radio waves before, but now I really want to scream anarchy on the radio waves. Stop telling us what to do.
Well, here's something else. Since 1983, it's been illegal for the United States government to use taxpayer monies for abortion. Under Obamacare, under the subsidies that Obamacare has for the executive members of his cabinet and their employees, and the members of Congress and their employees, 75% of the cost of their premium will be picked up by the taxpayers, and the taxpayers will have to pay for abortions, and that's a direct violation of Christopher Smith's law that was passed in 1983, saying that no money, no federal money, can be used for abortion.
Even took religion out of the matter. Religion had nothing to do with that. That was just straight up laws telling you why this is bad for the government to have taxpayers pay for abortion.
Yes.
This really answered a lot of questions. Thank you. Is there like anything else you want to talk about? Because this really answered a lot of our questions. But like any good shows on or anything to like help cheer us up?
Well, the spotlight on Turner Classic Movies, which is Friday night in September, which had its spotlight on future pictures. The spotlight for October is, believe it or not, horror pictures.
Horror pictures?
Horror pictures. And they're going to have Dracula and Frankenstein for Halloween.
Nice.
Yes. It'll be very spooky for the Halloween, the Friday before Halloween. But this Friday, on the Turner Classic Movie Spotlight on Horror Pictures, is a classic, the original Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, wow. That one's good.
It's a picture about zombies. Zombies first became big in the 1930s when Americans vacationed in Haiti, and they saw people who had undergone the process of zombification from the voodoo doctors. And they had a drug that they got from the pufferfish that made people appear as if they were the Walking Dead.
So there was actually like this plant that makes people go zombies? And pufferfish?
No, there's a gland in the pufferfish that they remove, and the toxins in the pufferfish gland will induce that kind of paralysis which is so common in zombies. And what the voodoo doctors in Haiti did in the 1930s is that they would bury the people who had ingested this drug and then call them to rise from the grave. And the American tourists who seen this swore that they seen the voodoo doctors raise people from the dead and terrorize the villagers.
All right, listener, thanks for calling in. This really helped out my show, and I couldn't have explained those points better myself.
Okay, take care.
Zombies, the government, anarchy, straight up anarchy after this. I mean, come on. I can't even be a hobo. It's illegal to be a hobo. I can't walk across. I have to pay all this. If you don't adhere to the system, you are a criminal. And I did just think personally that is criminal. So yeah, anarchy. Animation Domination Spotlight coming in a few minutes. Or if you want to call in, 718-405-3456. But please don't. Because I'm running out of time.